All right, all right.
Good morning, everybody. We are back.
Yes.
Woo! Another Saturday. This is our third Saturday and of the month, and
Hello.
the next week will be off, and then we start back in February. So it's awesome. I just um Apostle Dr. Ivor Bowers sitting in with
Pastor Rochelle,
yes.
thank you.
And we just want to welcome you that is on welcome everyone that's on Facebook, and we want to welcome everyone on YouTube.
Yes.
And we ask you to share, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Right.
And then, and both kind of is the same.
Yeah, the bell.
Right.
The bell is on
And YouTube.
our YouTube. That way you know when we're coming on live, right?
Right.
And for
Facebook.
Facebook, when you become a friend, it's easier to see when we're on live too.
So
Yeah.
yeah, make a little screen. So guys, we just want to welcome you back, and we're continuing the teaching of the health, because we're gonna need that more so now than ever.
Yes.
So what is the title, Pastor?
It's Healthy Habits.
Healthy Habits.
Yes, because we want 2026 this year to be your healthiest year yet.
Yes.
In all aspects of your life. We want full prosperity, and prosperity is everything: your health, your livelihood, your well being as a whole, finances, everything. And so we are going to focus on you guys mentally and spiritually and what? Physically getting yourself together.
Yes. So without no further ado, I'm gonna open up in prayer. Father, we just thank you right now. We exalt you and we praise you. We ask you to decrease us and you increase in us as we continue bringing this healthy message, and that everybody will continue doing their healthy habits. And if they haven't, they start now. Father, we thank you again, and we thank you for waking us up this morning and allowing us to see in 2026, the new year, Lord. And as you know, we just trust you. We say we just love you.
Yes.
Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Woohoo! So
Number
we did
six.
the first 5 for you last week. So number 6, boom, boom, we're getting right into it for you.
Right,
Is
exactly.
eat the rainbow of plants. Some of you
Yes.
might be like, the rainbow of plants, what does that mean? Do you know that carrots come in more colors than just orange?
Yeah.
There's
Because
yellow,
yeah.
there's purple. There are multitudes of
Those
colors for different
and there's even
vegetables.
like yeah, the yellow, the purple, and I think in brown, like a brownish
Yeah.
too, it comes in. And also, I was watching a program and healing, and I didn't know in Miami, Florida, they have blue watermelon. Blue
Oh,
watermelon. I was like, wow, in Miami. Yes. It's not right.
wow.
And then another place, they had
Texas has
another
the yellow meat watermelon,
melon. Yeah.
but there's actually a doctor who talked about that. And the
Mhm.
yellow meat is less nutritious because it's not getting all the nutrients that it needs.
But the blue one is,
Yeah.
and the red one does too.
Yeah.
So awesome, awesome, awesome. And we have to, and you know what? We supposed to eat when the gods eat, like in the Old Testament,
Yeah.
when they fed the gods. That's when we should eat. And somebody came up with these 3 meals a day. Back in the day, um, our ancestors were lucky if they ate 3 meals a week.
You know?
They will, because you know what fills you up? If you, those of you that do the sun baths and stuff, like bathing and stuff, when you in the sun for a while, you are full.
Yeah.
You feel full. That's how our ancestors back in the they used to eat. Well, they'll be in the sun.
Yeah.
Especially in the morning sun. And the sun fills you up.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe us, go do your research.
Yep.
Go do your research about the sun and about the ancestors. But, and also I've seen that they said the morning breakfast, Kellogg, those people that made Kellogg cornflakes, Kellogg's, Izu came up with the healthy morning breakfast to have the cornflakes. And they said that's how kind of like it started. I'm
Which
not sure it
technically,
is.
those cereals aren't healthy.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know how
So, but
true it is, but
yeah,
that's what in my research, that's what I found out. Now you don't quote me, you go and you find out for yourself.
yeah.
But yeah, and that's all. And then somebody came up with 3 meals a day. And that was back in the day they came up with that. But people never used to eat 3 meals a day.
No,
We
that's
don't need it.
no, and that's how gluttony came and more
Mhm,
health issues and all
mhm.
of those things which catered
And
to
illnesses and all that. Yeah.
being able to have more business and money,
Mhm.
and it's all been a money
Money,
game.
money came, and also our ancestors they used to, as you know, they hunt for their meats.
Yeah,
They hunt for the food. They
right.
went out, their fish for the food. They got the food from the ground, and they went and hunt for the meat.
Yeah,
So, and it was more healthier back then too. Because
yeah,
the food back then when I was a little girl and the food today, two different
it
stories.
is.
Two different.
And fasting was done for a reason.
Yeah,
It's for your body, for the health
to
of your
cleanse
body.
that
Yes.
body. Yes, when you fast, it's good to fast. That's why we fast. Believe it or not, if I go to bed early, so we fast from we shouldn't eat certain time. Like the morning begins as when the sun goes down. That's the next day. The next day really is not when you wake up. The next day is when the sun goes down. That's when your next day starts. And then you go to sleep and then you wake up, but you've been in the next day and you fasting when you're sleeping because you're not eating anything. So that way the body gets a chance to do what it has to do. It's just like your liver. Your liver grows and changes periodically.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So our bodies are made to heal itself.
Yeah.
But with all the craziness we're putting in, that's what happened.
And that's where breakfast came from. It's
Yeah.
break the
The
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Exactly. Break the fast.
So it's the first time you have a meal. That doesn't mean first thing in the morning. It's your first meal
Meal.
that you actually
Go
partake in.
take off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it helps you with, you get inflammation and toxins and all kinds of stuff in your body. And it's good that we just cleanse that crap out, get rid
Yeah.
of that. Okay.
All right. So, how you might ask, how does the rainbow help me, right?
Mhm.
Well, if you aim to have 2 to 3 brightly colored
Foods.
pigmented plants, right?
Mhm.
Different foods in a meal, that like from the local farmers market and stuff like that, it helps. It's helpful for your body. Like, hey, replace a regular potato with a sweet potato. And then
Mhm.
a sweet potato, you have garnet sweet potatoes, you have a regular sweet potato, you have a jeweled sweet potato, you have a purple sweet
Sweet
potato.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's several options in these different things, and we just need to start expanding our um our palates and begin to have these different things because they are life and nourishment to our bodies.
Mhm.
All right.
They
So,
are.
number 7, you need to move throughout your day. It's key and important to move. If you can physically get up and move, you need to do it. If you can't physically get up, and you need help, it's good to have somebody that can, move your arms and move your legs for you. It helps to get the body flowing. And if you have different toxins and stuff in your muscles and stuff, it helps your body to flow through those better.
Right.
So that's why movement is really
And
important.
important.
Yes. We
Yeah.
also take a break, like in the middle of our day, like when we have a break, um, from to move our body when you get that break, or if you're not one to usually take your break, begin to start taking your breaks
Yeah.
and go outside and get a little sunshine. Just sit and enjoy it and just smell the fresh air and just allow the sun to hit you,
Mhm.
and just take that time to give yourself a moment to yourself to relax, to get away from the monotony on the computer and stuff. Our bodies need a little bit of relaxation. Yes, it's
Mhm.
good for our minds, not just and it's also
body.
our spirit. Yeah.
Yeah. Number
Okay.
8.
All right. So number 8 is make a micro connection. And you're like, what? What is a micro connection? Well, you support your social health by encouraging positive encounters with others. Well, why would you want to do that? Well, here's the deal. Loneliness is an epidemic, okay? Um, but meaningful encounters with others can support your overall well being and happiness. While deep connections in your close relationship are vital, even micro moments can help improve your sense of belonging. So when you take that break, that 10-minute break, at work, and you go outside, say hi to someone, make it meaningful when you go to the grocery store and you talk to the cashier and you say, hi, how are you? Make it meaningful. So you have those little micro moments throughout the day when you're asking
Mhm.
someone, well, how are you doing?
Mhm.
Really mean it. Just don't be like, hi, how are you? And then you just go into all your stuff. Because bottom line, you're just saying it, but you don't mean it. You don't really care how they feel or whatever. So just take a moment. Yeah. Make eye contact with the person, smile, wave at a passerby, or call or text a friend, mail a card to a long distance relative. I know it sounds archaic as all get out, but think about the older generations who aren't really into it.
Mhm.
Think about how much joy you could bring
To that
someone
person.
who might be in a living facility,
Yeah.
that they get this card and it just makes them
Make
smile.
them very happy.
And let me let you know something else. It also improves the vitality that they have in whatever particular place they're in.
Mhm.
When people are calling about them, they're getting visits, they're getting mail and stuff. The workers that work there are more apt to take better care of them than the ones that they see nobody cares about.
Right.
So it's
Because
key and
it's key.
important.
Because when my mother-in-law was in the home, we went and visit, at least because it was in Alamosa, and it was like 3 hours away
Yeah.
going and 3 hours coming back. And we went at this, we try to go once a month and maybe sometimes twice. But when we go, we will see things out of hand or out of place, and we will say, oh, did you guys do this? You do that. They would say, oh yeah. But that's what worked. And they
Right.
see people coming to see you. Okay.
It's important. All right. So, number 9.
Sit on the floor. I love sitting on the floor. Oh, I do. Sometimes it's hard to get back up, but I love sit. If I'm doing stuff, I sit it on the floor and I do it. I love sitting on the floor. I'm walking bare feet. Oh, I love it. Go ahead.
Do you want to talk about the importance of walking bare feet?
The importance of walking bare feet, especially when you're outside. You see, okay, when we came in this world, when we were in this world, there we didn't have concrete, we didn't have cement and stuff like that. Back in the day, there you would have grass and you would have mud. So when you walk bare feet, you are grounding yourself and you're connecting with nature from your feet. So that's why, if I don't know if you guys, there's a gentleman that he walks bare feet everywhere now because he knows the importance of it. And even in Africa, you see people walking around without shoes. Man made shoes, and they kind of want to disconnect us. So we have concrete and we have um, cement, and like sleeping, even sleeping. People used to sleep on the ground. Why? Connection.
Yes.
You grounding yourself and you connecting with Mother Nature. That's why sometimes you gotta hug a tree. I have a tree outside and I go and I hug it. I don't care who thinks whatever. I don't care because I know the benefits I'm getting. I'm hugging that tree. That tree is alive. So I hug it and I talk to the tree because nature is alive around you.
Yes.
My home is full of plants.
Oh.
They speak, they talk, they do, they hear. That's why you hear people say, speak to your plants. Yeah. I play music. I rock it down with my plants because they're alive. Okay. When you go to sleep, like now they're selling like grounding sheets and all that crap.
Yes.
Ground yourself from in the ground.
Yeah.
You can go outside and lay Look, there's a lady that I was looking at her story on YouTube. This was last year. She was overweight and she had a baby that was sick. Her little girl was 2. And she went to the American Indians because the little girl had a disease that could not be cured. They gave her up for death. They said, go make it, she's gonna. What the American Indian, the Native American Indian here in the US, they took her to a medicine, I think it was a medicine man or a woman or both. And you know what they did with that baby? They dug a hole. They dug a hole in the ground, sat the baby in it, and put the mud around her. And that baby sat there. They sat the baby there. The mother did too with her. She went in the ground, but she was right there, hugging the baby, whatever. And she sat there. I can't remember how long. When that baby came out, it wasn't too long, but when they brought the baby out back to the doctor, why are you here? Can't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
The mother, they gave her a tip when she was there, and they said, if you want to lose that weight, go and lay in the grass without nothing, at least for an hour a day. That lady lost weight. I know some of you are allergic to grass and stuff like that. I know my daughter is. But I think I might have to put a little I would have to put a little blanket around me or something under and whatever. But not totally under, but where I can,
Yeah.
So she lost her weight just by laying in the grass and getting the sun every morning. She did it. She lost weight. I thought that was a phenomenal story.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. So what happened? They have us in a bed. Can't ground like that. Now they're sending grounding sheets, grounding mats.
Yep.
Can't ground naturally. You live on the cement blocks.
Yep.
It blocks you and the dirt. That's why every time in the summer I walk bare feet. When I come home, the first thing I do is take my shoes off, and I'm bare feet all around. Yeah, I do. I love it. So as much as when the weather gets better, you can go outside. You can walk bare feet. Believe me, it heals you. You don't feel good, and you go outside and you plant your feet on that. If you're not allergic to grass, you plant your feet on that and you sit there. I'll go out in the summer and sit about half an hour, pretty well every day because it's nice. But in the morning, early morning,
Yep.
sun, early morning dew, and no shoes on, and I love it. I love it, and it helped me.
Yes.
Because it heals you. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Keep on going.
So with that being said, that is
Moving.
basically the purpose of sitting is grounding, being on the floor, being outside with no shoes on. All right. So
Number 10.
number 10, wake up at the same time every day.
I do. Sometimes even earlier.
Some people are like, well, on the weekend, I want to sleep in. Well, here's the deal. If you wake up at the same time every day,
it's a habit.
Not only is it a habit, but your circadian rhythm is formed. Every time you go to bed later, you for staying up, because you want to do this. Oh, it's the weekend. I want to stay up later, this and that. You are actually messing with your circadian rhythm. Your body, actually, your organs have different times starting, and this might sound crazy to you. So around 9 in the evening, one of your organs actually would like to start cleansing itself. Well, if you're awake, active, and you're not laying in the bed getting ready to go to bed, you are disrupting the amount of time that that particular organ has to begin to start cleaning itself and healing itself and doing what it needs to do for your body to heal. And so that's why it's important that we wake up at the same time and then go to bed at the same time.
Use an alarm clock. Set your alarm on your phone, wherever. Let it go off. But I get up, sometimes I'm like, I'll go to sleep early and then I'm up like at 11 o'clock. I'm like, seems like I was sleeping all night. But then I go back to bed and whatever. But I get up early, 3 o'clock. Come on. Love it. Go ahead, Miss Michelle.
Yes. All right. So
Ready?
number 11, woo, eat more vegetables each day. So we talked about eating the rainbow, but this is telling you specifically about vegetables.
Mhm.
Why? You want to boost your overall health by consuming more veggies and herbs. Why? Well, although there's a required amount of veggies that the U.S. Department of Agriculture recommends for adults to eat, which is 2 to 4 cups each day. So, functional medicine experts, those who still deal with science, body, and herbs, hello, but they don't deal with medication. They deal with herbs to help you heal your body naturally. They tell us that it's too few vegetables. So what is suggested is 9 cups measured raw before it's cooked. You measure 9 cups and you're like, oh my gosh, 9 cups. It sounds crazy, but no, here's the deal. What you do is it's very manageable. Here's an example of a cup: 1 avocado, 8 to 10 asparagus, a beet, 1 large bell pepper, 4 to 5 large Brussels sprouts, a sixth of a head of a cabbage, 1 large carrot, a fourth of a head of cauliflower, 2 ribs of celery, a third of a large cucumber, 2 cloves of garlic, 4 large lettuce leaves. And that would be like your butter, your romaine, those different lettuces, not the other one. 5 mushrooms, a handful of spinach, 1 large tomato, a third of a large yam or sweet potato. These are all examples of what 1 serving is. Can you imagine if you were to just make you a shake or something that you have
All
for
of that
lunch
in
or
it.
whatever, and
Mhm.
how much you can get in just at one time? My
Mhm.
goodness. And the health that it's going to be bringing to your body. All right.
Mhm. Eat protein at every meal.
All right. So now,
Number 12.
protein does not have to consist of only
Meat.
meat. All right. So this is important for you to know. Protein does come from plants or animals. Okay. So it is essential for overall health. Okay. So it's the building blocks of life. Protein helps build muscle, support tissue repair, and manage metabolism. Okay.
Mhm.
So an individual, the amount of protein they need kind of it varies based on your body size and your activity level. So what nutritionists recommend is that we eat 20 to 30 grams of protein with each meal that we have. So for, say we decide to have cooked meat, that amount is the size of a deck of cards. You know what a deck of cards looks like? It's not a
Mhm.
large portion.
Mhm.
Okay, that is the only amount you need. So we got to start what? Making our plates smaller, right? Start
Mhm.
eating a bit less. Okay, now another one is for cooked beans. Cooked beans is 1.5 to 2 cups. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the amount of protein you need in a meal. Okay.
Mhm.
So simple things like that that can help you. Oh my goodness. One of the wonderful things that I like is when you get beans, the dried beans that are in a bag, you take it and then you let them soak overnight.
Mhm.
Or if you want them to sprout, you can let them soak longer so they begin to sprout. And then when you get ready to cook them, I like to add a lot of vegetables then to it,
Mhm.
especially like black eyed peas when you get ready to cook them. Cut up your onion, cut up your bell pepper, cut up your garlic, put it in there. Not only that, I like to add cabbage to mine. You can add celery to it, but literally what you end up with is like not just beans, but it's like a stew. It's a full meal that you can have, and it's absolutely healthy. It's filling and it's nutrition for you. So there's easy ways to get in that extra bit of protein and vegetables that you need when you combine them together. All right. Okay. So the last one that we are going to do now, dun 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 dun,
It's
is
great.
A
A nighttime
nighttime
ritual.
woohoo. People are like, what?
Yeah, ritual. We do rituals every day.
Yep.
We do rituals all the time in our life. So don't think that is something that you're not used to. A ritual is when you put
Go to
on
work.
clothes, you go to work, your kids go to school. Everything that we do is a ritual.
Yep.
Period.
If you are a coffee drinker first thing every
It's a
morning,
ritual.
there you go. It's that simple.
If you watch TV, it's a ritual.
Yep.
We do everything in our life is a ritual.
So we want to embrace the darker, quieter winter nights with habits that give your evenings more meaning, right? Because in the winter we tend to come in earlier
Yeah,
than we
because it's
do, right?
cold and
It's
all that.
darker, it's colder and all of that. So
Mhm.
it might be tempting, right, to automatically get on the couch and just turn on the TV and just disengage from life, period. But
Mhm.
when you develop a mindful routine, it helps you. It's purposeful, it's healing, and it's calming for your body. Um, it's a self-care technique for us to allow our bodies to have moments that are quieting, and it helps us to even sleep better. I already talked to you about, getting lights that getting like some red lights, like you could put a red light in your bathroom. Why? That way, if you get up in the middle of the night and have to pee and you turn that light on, you don't have that bright light that
Mhm.
automatically is waking you up.
Mhm.
You'll go in, you'll still be able to see, and you get back to sleep quicker and easier
Mhm.
because you don't have that bright light. Red light, they have red light therapies, which
Mhm.
are good for you. That's another thing you can do is have a red light therapy that you use in the evening. So
Right.
come in, make your tea. But here's the deal. Everybody likes things these days quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hurry,
They
yeah.
want it microwave. No,
Mhm.
you've got to take the time and actually go through the steps. It helps your body to relax. Put the water on, watch it boil, sit there with anticipation and excitement. Ah, this is going to be so great. I'm so looking forward to this. Take the water, pour it over your herbs, your tea herbs, and watch it sit there as it infuses the water for you to drink it, and just be grateful and thankful and think about, oh, this is just so healing and relaxing to my body.
Mhm.
And then you sit there and when you get ready to drink it, don't do it with the TV on or anything else that's mindless, right? You're intentionally having a relaxing moment for yourself where you're allowing your body to begin to
Mhm.
relax, to begin to heal, to know that it's time for me to shut down so I can release all of the worries and the
Mhm.
stresses. It's telling your body it's time to do this. And for those of you who can't do exercise and stuff because you've got
Mhm.
ailments,
Mhm.
this is another way for you to get your body to begin to relax.
Exactly.
All right. So
Okay.
I'm going to read this, what they have for you. So after a full day of work, it can be tempting to collapse on the couch right in front of the TV, disengage from busyness. A mindful nighttime routine, on the other hand, can make evenings more purposeful, healing, and calming. This means self-care moments that can help ease you into sleep more quickly, and by quieting your busy brain chatter, hello, over time, they may even boost overall well-being. Why is that? Because when your body is relaxed more, you get to go to sleep earlier. Everything's not going on in your head and playing through everything, right? And then it takes you longer before you fall asleep. So the goal is we talked about the lights already. We talked about getting that nice cup of tea, setting the intention so you're preparing your body to relax. How?
Mhm.
What does it tell you? Pick practices that help you transition from the workday or wind down after dinner, a
Mhm.
relaxing bath, yoga, reading a good book under a cozy weighted blanket, lighting candles. So if you can't get lights, red lights, put a couple red light bulbs in. Candles are
Candles.
the next best
Best
thing,
thing.
okay? You
Candlelight.
want to use candlelight, not your regular lights. You want to turn all those out and use candlelight.
Mhm.
This is going to help set the mood for your body to know that you can relax. All right. Another thing is listen to music. Now, the music you want to listen to in the evening is relaxing music. So if you are going to listen to jazz music, you want a nice slow one, not something up tempo, We're not about to do
You want
any
to
of that.
relax.
Right. See?
Mhm.
So
Writing a
Um,
grateful journal.
Writing in a gratitude journal, right?
Gratitude, yeah.
Yes. Perform these rituals slowly to avoid heavy or fraughtful conversations, blue light, and the scrolling mindlessly online. That's what these different things do. They're helping you to prepare yourself to get to sleep quicker, easier, and it helps you sleep better. It helps your
Mhm.
body relax. And these are things that will help prepare you for a more fruitful and successful 2026.
Yeah. And yeah, it will, and it works, and you need to try it. So without no further ado, we're gonna close out in prayer. We're not gonna
All
do our
right.
friend today.
Okay.
Father, we just thank you right now. We exalt you, we praise you. We say hallelujah to you. We
Yes.
say thanksgiving. We want to lift up everybody that is ill and that they're better and that they will be getting better. And we thank you. And we will be seeing everybody the first Saturday in February.
Yes.
We thank you, we exalt you for this break that you give us at least one time a week of a month, in the month. And we thank you for that. We say hallelujah. We say thanksgiving to everybody and to you. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Everybody must have fun and enjoy the beginning month and the beginning of the year. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Adios. I'll come back. Gonna help push this stuff away.
We're still, there we go.